Hi guys, this is James from DBG and welcome to another video. And this one is going to be a bit of an army chat. As you can tell, I still have this horrible cough, but I actually do feel better in myself. I actually was sent home from work today because I was useless. But I do actually feel a little bit better in myself. I still have this cough, but you know, at least I'm getting abs of steel from it. And on another news, before I go on to this army, you may have in other videos heard my rants about Hachette and Warhammer 40,000 Conquest. Well, today I received a letter. Now, normally, most people do not like receiving letters from debt collection companies. I was really looking forward to this one because it meant that I could just ring them up and pay them, and then that's it, it's over. I don't have to worry about it anymore. No. So in the morning, because I think the letter arrived really late. So in the morning, I'll be ringing them up and I'll be paying them the money I owe them, and any fees, I don't care. Just as long as Hachette gets off my back. I have jumped through hoops to try and pay them, and they've done everything in their power to stop me paying them, which is insane for a company that's trying to make money. So I'm just going to adjust. So yeah, mini rant over. So, new army time. I have been collecting, obviously they're Eldar. I've been collecting these guys since Wake the Dead came out. I bought Wake the Dead, which you would know because I did an unboxing of it. I also then, through eBay mainly, bought odds and sods, because whenever Games Workshop release a box set like that, people always sell one half or the other on eBay. So they buy up a bulk and they split them and they sell each half. So I bought another Eldar set of Wake the Dead, and I bought an Eldar Start Collecting box, and I bought myself some Dark Reapers, and this is actually Prince Uriel, because I was going to do Yain Den for the plethora of Wraith constructs in the army. But then think about it, I'm actually going to do all three. I was going to paint them a generic, just red and black, but I actually am going to paint them all three. So I really like all three. I had an all three army in, I'm going to say 5th edition, which actually did really well. I had a high jet bike and Viper content with an Autarch on a jet bike. Obviously, you had Eldar Orphan. Obviously, Eldar isn't in this. I probably will pick him up when I do bigger games. I mean, this is just the infantry. I'm going to stop the video and then load up all the vehicles and stuff afterwards, because I'm pretty sure 3 minutes in and you guys are going, "Where's the wave serpents?" Don't worry, I have wave serpents. You don't have to worry about that. So, going with my usual way of doing army, only picking units that I like. Obviously with Eldar, you're limited with your troops choices. And Rangers are cool, very cool, but they're only available in Failcast. Now, if you've seen my videos before, you will know I dislike Failcast intensely, which is why I was in two minds about getting the Reapers, but, well, more about that later. So that only leaves me one option. Guardians, either Storm Guardians or Defender Guardians. Storm Guardians are a pain in the arse to get hold of. So it's Defenders. And then if you look at them, only one of them has a shuriken cannon, the rest have scatter lasers. The reason for that is I needed the spare shuriken cannon for something else in the army. Something else that I love. I've been a fan of this miniature since I first picked one up back in the late 1980s, when I first started getting into 40k, because my first two armies, because I've always been only going to get my friends to play this, so I need two armies so I can teach them how to play, and we can. So my first two armies were Blood Angels, which you would know, and Eldar. But we'll get onto those miniatures once I swap these guys out. So down the front here we have your Farseer, your Autarch, which is basically Prince Uriel, and all I've done, focus, is chop off his back banners and add some spare bits from the Guardian set. This unfortunately is fail cast. I have tried to straighten out his bent spear, but fail cast is really hard to reshape. It doesn't normally go with the ways of reshaping resin, which is hot water or a hairdryer. As you can see, his spear is bent at the half there and at the blade. So I had a hard time trying to do that, so he's left as he is. We have your standard spirit seer there, and then you have this spirit seer. Now all I've done with this guy, which I'm quite happy with, focus, there we go, is I've swapped the weapons over and given him the bare head from the Guardian set. So he is different to the other one because I do not like having similar miniatures, similar character miniatures in the army. Now over here we have some Wraith Blades, and they are armed with a Ghost Axe and Force Shield. Yes, you get one less attack. Yes, you're hitting on 4s instead of 3s. But if you have one of these, one of the Spirit Seers with them, they actually do buff them. And when they charge, they get an additional attack anyway. So it's worth taking that because the Ghost Axe does do more damage. I've talked about the Guardians. We have the Dark Reapers. The Dark Reapers, they... Again, apologies. They're an obvious choice. They are really high in the meta. But I've always loved Dark Reapers. When Jez Goodwin in 1991 redesigned the Eldar range, it was amazing. It truly was amazing. And I had a multicoloured Eldar army. I had all of the Aspect Warriors, and when the Warp Spiders came in a couple of years later, I had those as well. Yeah, Dark Reapers are always been a big fan of mine. It's not just because they're really hot in the meta at the moment. It's because they're really cool miniatures. I like them. The only thing is, a couple of the Reaper launchers are bent. A couple of the antennas are bent. Again, I tried to reshape them using the hot water technique, which works perfectly with Forge World. Anyone who's ever bought Forge World will know it works perfectly with Forge World. These guys, not so much. So you can see his Tempest launcher, the bottom missile pod is slightly bent. One of the antennas is slightly bent, and one of the Reaper launchers is sort of S-shaped, very slight S-shape, but it's still S-shaped. So that is the infantry component of the army. Again, it is pretty much what you would expect from an Orphan army. Lots of Guardians and lots of Psychers. So join me in a couple of minutes, because that's how long it's going to take me to swap them over, and we'll look at the vehicles. Hi guys, and welcome back. And as you can see, the vehicles are here. There's 3 Wave Serpents at the back, and as you can see, they are armed with all the Shuriken cannons, purely because of the new heavy weapon rule, which I do not agree with 100%. Infantry, heavy weapons, yes, -1 to hit, but vehicles are designed to carry these weapons and use them effectively. For the love of God, Games Workshop, sort that out. Vehicles are designed to carry the guns. If they move, they're designed to take the recoil. It encourages people to stay still and castle up to use their heavy weapons. This is supposed to be a fun mobile game. I do not agree. Infantry, yes, fine. It says in the fluff that Dreadnoughts, Terminators, Dark Reapers can do it. Dark Reapers can move and fire with no penalty. War Walkers, they should be walking around with missile launchers and bright launchers, not Shuriken cannon. Anyway, my main bugbear, because I'm a Marine player, is Terminators. When Terminators first came out back in the late 80s, early 90s, the fluff said that the armour was designed to take the recoil of the heavy weapons they carried, which implies you move, you don't get any penalty. but apparently not. Anyway, I know that's probably going to generate some comments down below. But vehicles now have two roles. You set them up like these wave serpents to be able to mobile. They carry low strength, high rate of fire weapons. But vehicles that carry high strength, low rate of fire weapons tend to stand at the back and duel. And if you play certain missions and you deploy out of position, they can spend half the game not firing because they're moving to a new position. But anyway, so the wave serpents, they are going to carry the guardians or the wraith guard, depending on how I feel and how the army goes. So over here we have another wraith construct, a wraith lord. I love these guys. That guy there and the war walker are the two first Eldar constructs that I bought when I first got into 40k all those years ago, and I love them then and I love them now. I love them even more now. I think the way Games Workshop have redesigned them is fantastic. So that's my Wraith Lord. He is basically all singing, all dancing. He has everything you can possibly give him. He has two flamers, the Ghost Glaive, which gives him a nice bit of bite in close combat, and two Bright Lances. Again, if he moves, the Bright Lances aren't as effective, but I need some proper anti-armour because I can't rely on rolling sixes for shuriken cannon. Again, apologies. Now we come to the War Walkers. The War Walkers have been a massive favourite of mine, as I've said, since about 1989. Again, these guys have got two shuriken cannon each, so they can move and fire. Because they are quite fragile. I think they're only toughness 5 or 6, and they've only got 4 or 5 wounds. But they do have a 5+ invulnerable save, which is very cool. And because they're all 3, they also get the 6+. Basically, feel no pain. So, yes, these guys are cool. I love the new models. I love them when they first came out. They're in my all 3 army when they first came out. But back then they had scatter lasers, because scatter lasers combined with Doom and Guide were utterly deadly back in 5th. Now the meta has changed, so these guys have all got shuriken cannon, so they can use their scouting move, which means they're not deployed on the first turn, but they arrive on a table edge chosen by myself, 3 inches on, not 5 inches, not no closer than 9 inches to any enemy models. So they're perfect for getting that objective that's in your opponent's backfield, or that objective or unit you need to get rid of is in a difficult part, and you know that the rest of your army won't be able to get to. They're probably not going to last the whole game, but the point of them is to either get that objective or get that unit, or at very best run around the enemy's backfield, causing hopefully lots of -3 AP wounds. So that is it. That is my Eldar army. I haven't recalculated it. It has changed a bit since I first conceived it. I first conceived it at around 1750, but since then I've added the Wraith Lord and the Dark Reapers and the third Wave Serpent, and also I've swapped out the loadout of the Wraith Guard. I was going to use D-size instead of Wraith Cannon, but the Wraith Guard I think are more effective with a D cannon because yes, it's only one shot, but the range is longer and it's just as effective. You pop them in a Wave Serpent with a Spirit Seer, and they're re-rolling ones to hit, and it's all good. It's all good. Anyway, so with the mini rants aside, I hope you guys have you enjoyed this video. It is the first video for about a week. The last video was on Sunday, just after the tournament. Hopefully Chris has got his internet sorted, and so we can start doing the tournament review videos. So yeah, hopefully, well, these guys may be being painted in my month off, which is April. I plan to get 140k and 1 Bolt Action Army painted in that month. I am planning to take some time off work, so that will help facilitate that. Also, Salute is in April, so there's a very high chance that we're going to Salute again this year. So that'll be cool. But there is something I'm going to drop a hint about before I sign off totally, because this is probably going to end up being a long video. Yeah, heading up to 13-14 minutes. Obviously, you know, my birthday is just before Christmas, and I got given vouchers for Games Workshop for not a small amount, which I'm very grateful for. And I've been umming and ahhing what to use those at. Obviously, the first thing was Sisters of Battle, but it looks like they're going to drag out Sisters of Battle probably until it's either going to be the big summer release or the one before Christmas. And I just can't wait that long. Okay, yeah, the vouchers are valid until 31st of December this year, but I just can't wait that long. But one of my games I had at the tournament, this will be in the video, was against Orcs, and it was an awesome looking Orc army. It was a Speed Freak army. It got me thinking, and I really like killer cans, and I had this thought just after the game. To do an Orc killer can horde, which then sent me looking through all. Oh, I'm so sorry about this. Hopefully I'll be well soon and you won't have to put up with this horrible hacking cough anymore. So it sent me looking through websites and stuff, and if I do it with 1250, which is roughly what the tournament size is, although it's going up to 1500 by the looks of it. If I do it to 1250, I can get a really nice killer can horde. By horde, it's going to have mechs in. It's going to have either a Gorkanaut or a Morkanaut. I haven't worked out which one it is. It's either, do I go for the 5-up invuln or do I go for the massive killy death spinny gun? I don't know. It's the same kit, but so there's a chance that in April I may be purchasing an Orc army. It may be incredibly heavy on killer cans and walkers, and I may be painting that instead of this. Oh my god. If you're still with me, guys, thank you so much for sticking around, because this is a long ass video, especially for me, especially listening to me cough, so I appreciate that so much. I'm going to sign off now. Your comments on my army choice and unit selection were very interesting to hear and see in the comment section, so whack that down below. As usual, please do all the YouTube stuff, like and subscribe. Look us up on social media. That's Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. And as usual, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you next time.